Okay, supposedly we are live with another one of these where I waffle on and bore everyone to death while also drawing at the same time. This is the intro. Last time we did this thing. This time we are gonna probably do the factory or something. I don't know. Consider the intro concluded. Hello, Yates.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yellow, yellow. It's a good segue because this paint is kind of yellow.
Oh,
Now, if I wanted to segue to this, that would have been a good segue, but unfortunately I said that before, so it's not really. Okay, now for me to remember, I was
time-lapse.
supposed to, yeah, time
Time-lapse.
lapse. I was supposed to remember to turn on the time lapse. I didn't tell you this, but I was also supposed to remember to turn on the timer, so now that's running. That's probably all from the checklist. Yeah,
Hmm.
there's about it's about 3 things to do on the checklist when I start. So it's not a massive list, but you know,
So do you want to hear something funny? I shot my parents
I
the
shot
graphic
my
team.
parrot.
Yeah, I shot my parents. I showed my parents the graphics team made,
Dude.
and like both of them said, but you know that's pretty realistic. If you go all the way on the picture with the same realistic vibe, it's gonna take ages. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the main point of it. It's it's like,
I just like to bring attention to the fact how you started with when I hear something funny, I shot my parents.
yeah.
I was flabbergasted. Yeah, no. I mean, it's gonna take a while. So
No,
how
but I mean
about
that's
we
really
actually get into it?
that's crazy because it's like digital art, but it's really realistic for digital art. That's
Well, for just
kind of
pixels,
that's just great.
you
Yeah,
know,
that's just great.
it's just pixels, no smoothing. Why?
Yep.
Because I'm clearly a moron. People have invented brushes. Why are you not using them?
That's
um,
it's great like this.
I
Um,
am apparently completely unable to locate the factory layer.
you've decreased the reddish color just a
Yeah, but it's not.
second.
Oh, it's this. Okay, I am blind.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm on the stream. What am I on
you
the
should
stream?
be on the Discord because that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think has
I'm there.
less latency. Hopefully.
I'm there. I'm there.
Okay. Water tower. Okay, that's what I want to hide. And this is water tower background, which would be nice to also hide, so I can see the factory. And then where are the? This is the palette, but this is the texture palette. Palette. I don't know. Okay, so have this over on this like empty space here, so we can nicely do that.
I haven't choose the logo or the name yet.
Or this.
Yeah.
As we're gonna, I'm sure we're gonna figure it out by the time it comes to it. Brick
Yeah.
wall. Okay, that's the brick wall. So we want to have these behind it. This is actually what water tower sketch, I guess. So we're gonna throw it above the background, but below, on top of the tower, I suppose. Brick wall, and then factory would be behind the brick wall and behind the tower. So that's good. I don't know why I was confused by that, but okay. Is this something or is this nothing? Seems like nothing. Maybe I just created this layer and forgot. Entirely possible.
Which one? Oh,
uh,
oh.
okay, let's group it.
You want to do the left part, like to start? What do you
This.
think? Yeah, I think this would be the easiest part,
Okay, let's. You
considering
know what?
all the
Good
pixels.
idea.
What?
Let's start with something easy. What materials would this be? Probably gotta
Well,
like concrete or brick
yeah.
again.
You could, because I don't see the main. I don't know. I think if you do like building in bricks will be like too much of a brick station. So
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of clutter if we just do all of this in
yeah,
brick.
so probably the left building could be like all metallic, some kind of building in a way.
Hmm. I'm thinking something like because we already kind of have concrete
Yeah,
down
no, not
here.
concrete, but probably like I don't know.
I'm just gonna add this like these shades to the palette of textures. You know, just to have them.
I don't know what can this building be like? Because those top part and like sizzle part will be glasses in some way. Those, yeah.
What are these factories actually like made of IRL?
I think
Uh,
this will be like metal sheet or something like that.
what are these made of? Are they not like bricks? I guess the modern ones are kind
Yeah,
of just flat, clean, some
yeah.
kind of synthetic material.
Like the waved kind of metal plate. See that?
I'm looking at like steampunk factories on the internet. I see some brick ones definitely. There's a lot of
It's prob-
Minecraft screenshots, which is not very useful.
yeah, it's because I mean create is the main
There's
difference.
also AI generated just absolute garbled nonsense that is completely useless.
You see this kind of building, this could fit. Like, cool.
Hmm?
This will fit. I think this could fit.
There's a lot of brick certainly, but
Oh, brick. It's like
in addition to
metal plate. Something like that. I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, brick and then not brick,
You could,
metal
you
like
could, you could,
sheets slash plates.
yeah, you could rest that a little bit, and it's like easy to put points on it. I suppose. Get a
Okay,
crimpant.
you know what? Why not? I could start it with something darker, and then the windows could actually be reflecting the sun a bit,
Yeah,
so
because it's
have a
like
bit of shine.
on the edge of
It's
the
like a nice
picture, so
contrast, something like
it
that.
will make sense if it was
Okay.
darker than the center.
Okay, let's
I
let's
suppose.
start by making some kind of colors for this. It's gonna be like the mid-tone, then there's gonna be a darker one, so like a darker shade of the metal, maybe. The light part is too bright. Like this would be this idea, and then
That's very dark. Why not? You could try.
I'm thinking, metal is something like this, and then you would also have somewhat darker lines separating the sheets, right? See it?
Yeah, look what I sent you.
Wait a second. I'm just gonna add one more shade to this. Yeah, I think this is a decent texture.
Yeah, yeah,
It's pretty clean, but what the hell is this?
I don't know.
Magenta Central. Hello.
Made me laugh. Why would I? That's kind of
Magenta
crazy.
Central.
What
It,
does this
I
have in common to like theme park?
Magenta theme park. We just love the color magenta.
This could be good for like the pipe and stuff.
Okay.
Just sending. You could watch later.
Okay. Wait, I'll look at what you did. That's a lot of detail.
Yeah, it's like
There's a lot
just
of
for
copper, like copper elements, boilers, and pipes. So that could also be.
I could like fit for like a reference image.
It could fit. The windows could have like the frames made out of copper, probably.
Oh,
Copper, or maybe because that would go nicely with the dark
yep.
plate, and
Yeah.
then the orange copper, and then some windows with some reflection of the sun, which would and the sky, which would be blue probably,
Yeah,
and then blue with
probably.
orange kind of matches
I don't do
usually, because
green
that's
sky.
something color wheel epic shenanigans.
You could do the like the edge. You see where there's the red part. Like, yeah, there's.
Well,
You
this.
could, yeah, those. You could change the color for those, I suppose.
Oh, I'm thinking this should be the same color because these are usually the way they are built. They are usually all one material, but I'm thinking the actual roof should be different, and there should be some kind of rim to the roof.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's gonna satisfy.
I like the wood separating part for the roof. That's the first one I said. See that?
The wooden planks.
Yeah, those wooden planks. Good
You
fit.
know what? We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works.
Like, you already have the texture.
Well, there's nothing stopping me from making a second texture.
Yeah, you could make some like darker wood. Will make sense.
Okay, I need this to be gone for a moment.
Please.
Please. Be gone. Oh, yeah, you know what? I've been playing a video game recently, and it's called Remember Me, and it's set in France. So,
what's the game?
Remember Me.
Yeah.
And basically what I've taken to doing, because I was thinking, like, do I want to stream a game? And then I was like, well, no, not really, but I have too many intrusive thoughts to play the game like a normal person. What?
Wait, excuse me, what?
What?
I just started like a random gameplay. Look at the YouTube bar.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
Those are ads. Like
Those are what?
like ads.
Oh my god.
Please. Come on, bro.
I respect the grind.
What the fuck?
I respect the grift. That is next level though. Like if you wanna have that many ads, like you might wanna consider, I don't know, how long is that video?
Like it's 30 minutes.
Really? I thought that was gonna be like a long play of like 8 hours of the
No.
game. 30 minutes.
That's an old game. It was like 10 years old.
Yeah. I think so. I remember watching someone play it when I was way like 8 years ago, basically, when it came out, probably.
I have one video like 10 years ago of a bunch of French YouTubers playing it.
It's got some cool concepts, but
Oh my god, the graphics
like
look a bit odd.
they're a bit old, but the style, at the very least, the style of the UI on it is pretty nice.
Fights look crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's complicated.
Just jumping around. Okay.
Yeah, it's not realistic in the slightest. It's part because I've been taking clips of myself just talking about the game while I'm playing. So like I spot little things. One of the observations I constantly repeat over and over again is that I genuinely think nobody playtested this on mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
I don't believe a single person could have played through this game on mouse and keyboard and you know, gone out of that like, yeah, no, that's fine, we can ship this.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like issues. It's comically stupid the things the game does when you play it with mouse and keyboard. It's like you hold a direction, and the character goes in the opposite direction. You know, stuff like that. You wanna aim at an enemy. The game registers that you've moved your mouse about half a centimeter, of like a fucking millimeter even, and just snaps to the next enemy, which is not even on your screen. Because aiming, they've not done aiming as in, you know, you have a mouse so you can aim the mouse, and no, it's actually mouse to select a target to be snapped onto. So it's like if you move your mouse like 2 millimeters to the left, it snaps to the nearest enemy it can find on the left. And it's just, oh.
That was not my plan.
Yeah, combine that, because the attack you have like a weak spam shot, and you have like a consumes a full bar of energy, but it's a strong shot. It like two shots most enemies, I think. And then if you wanna just, you notice that the combat looks crazy. So imagine you are doing all of that, like dodging, jumping around, and then you wanna unleash a nice shot on someone, and then that shot just snaps to a completely different target that is just irrelevant.
You want to
And
hit the general, but you just small skeleton that's nearly dead.
so just this like I might be shitting on the game, but it's got some interesting ideas. Like the main kind
Really
of
shitting. It's 10 years old. You can't do it now. I think no one
so,
no one would really like
no
be
one
glad
will
I
really
see it.
care. Yeah, but I kind of I kind of like it. I don't want to be too harsh on it. It's got some because the whole game is basically based around the concept of memory.
I think you can put
Yeah.
a larger circle because the window will be there, so you're gonna erase most of it.
I'm not really sure how I want to do this yet. To be honest, I'm kind of just seeing how it looks from a distance, and I don't know. Maybe this makes sense. We'll figure it out later, I guess. I wanna. Why is this? I hope that's erased and not that I've accidentally drawn something on the wrong layer, because if I have, then, that might be a problem. Anyway, let's add another layer on the bottom of that, which is, I don't think that's even an expression, but I'll use it. Then could slab this with a, was it wood for the roof? But the main point of a roof like this is to actually let light in, so it has to have some windows on it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense.
Okay.
You could put wood frame though.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. It's like something like this, right, for the frame.
Windows like
It's very thick on accident, but so in the game you've got like the main theme is memories, which, well, you could probably guess by the game name, but
No way, I thought it was like about pizza or something.
that would have been cooler. But really, it's the basic premise is some dude invented technology to basically connect your brain to the internet and manipulate your memories and store them and replay them and stuff like that. And then there's some implications of it, but the implementation is kind of I don't know. It feels like they kind of haven't thought through what certain things are gonna like imply if you say them. So the main character can remix memories. So she can go into someone's brain and like make the person remember something else than what actually happened. So
kind of dangerous.
What?
To be honest, it's kind of dangerous to be honest.
It's an interesting concept, but then like at the point where you go into someone's brain and like change their memory of something that happened 20 years ago, it's like that person in the present just immediately changes behavior and acts like basically, nothing happened. Like there was no change or nothing conflicts. It's really weird because you would think after 20 years, like you would have built way more memories on top of the original memory that influenced you, right?
Yeah, I get that, but
And then
it's a game.
I mean, I know it's a game, but it's still like, come on.
It kind of feels weird to have like this much work on the main. I don't know. I don't know how to go those, but.
I mean, I would be like, I feel it would be more interesting if the game explored that, because it seems like, you've picked a premise like this, you've even picked like the issue to talk about, basically, by showing it in the game, And then you kind of just look, cool, you've remixed memory, epic, she's now on your side, awesome. It's like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
come
know.
on, the premise is so much more interesting than this.
I know you don't watch film or like shows or series, but do people on your family have Netflix? Because I think you could enjoy one or two episodes of Black Mirror. Black Mirror.
I've heard good things about that. It's like dystopian something,
It's
right? Episodes.
it's like dystopian on some technologies that we're gonna get on the next 10 years. So
Cool.
you know, it's kind of creepy because they go on the hard stuff basically most of the time. They go all the way to the deepest tragedy that can happen if you release those kind of technologies. But it's pretty interesting to see how we can change lives sometimes. And I know like not every episode is good, but some of them are like pretty interesting on the fact that
Is it like the format where every person doing, like, there's different people doing episodes, something like that?
yeah,
Yeah.
each episode is basically a small film, small movie. Because
It's
it's
like
like
the
it's one
theme
hour.
is what keeps it all together, right?
Yeah, it's
They're
just
all the
about
same theme.
dystopian of some technology is gonna quickly
Near
exist.
dystopian near future.
Yeah, but each episode is a different story, and none of them are like uh, relating to each other. But the main thing is really that you're just saying to yourself each episode that fuck, this is gonna
This
happen
could
to
easily
me.
happen.
Yeah, this can easily happen to me in the next 15 years, 10 years, 5 years probably. Some of them already happen. That's crazy.
Any examples?
That there's an episode where you basically go through your life, like you live your life for to get some points in an apps that like basically if you 9 out of 10, you can have some money from the banks, you can live in the best mansion of the country, you can have the greatest job, you have many friends, they invite you at their wedding and stuff. But if your grades get lower and lower and lower, you basically lose everything. Like
Oh, so like
money,
China's social
friends.
credit is the idea.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Damn.
Because like in the series, it's basically a rich woman that's willing to buy a really great house, and something pretty bad happened, and then she just like flip ahead and go crazy and do some stupid stuff.
And she
She
loses the score.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She just got all the way down very very quickly. She like a 9.5 going to 1, and basically the one in this life where like someone that drives trucks and just don't care about anything else than just driving and not seeing people. And that was really funny because you see the two like point of view. The the girl who lost everything was like supporting the system because she
Was on the top.
because she once was on the top and like understand why this exists. But the girl who has always been a truck driver just show the point of view that there's no fucking sense that you put those because
Bro, let me
you
die. Let
know
me go.
it's not let me go. It's just you can't judge everyone on some stupid grades about how they treat every guy. Because like, imagine on this world, if you go to a coffee shop and you just buy a coffee, the men who sell you the coffee can put you a note.
Yeah, I can
Just
kind of
just because you have
grade you,
a
right? That's the
yeah,
idea.
just because you have an interaction with them, they can grade you. So basically, everyone can grade you in the street. So if you do something stupid in the street, you lose many points. You
Because
just
like everybody around, look at this stupid
yeah,
dumbass.
and
Negative
and
5,000.
yeah, pretty much. So as soon as you do something stupid in public, you're dead.
The worst kind of the worst kind of part about that is you know, the more you know about computers and how to make them happen, the more you realize just how easy that is to implement.
Yeah, no, but that all it
Like,
is
it's not
changing
even
the
a
pattern of
complicated system.
anything.
Like, from a computer programming point of view, that's
That's
not even a
just some,
complicated system to
yeah,
implement.
that's like some addition and division. That's like
Yeah, just, if
not
you know how
not
to,
much.
if you know the technology these days is just so good. Like, everybody's got a phone, so you don't have to
Yeah,
worry about how you are gonna get all the data. All you have to do is just, have an app that gathers the data, have something else that reads the data from the database and, presents it to someone, and congratulations,
yeah,
you have a
basically.
system like that
So
up and
yeah,
running fairly quickly.
this one is a good example of what can happen pretty quickly because this series is like 6 years old, I think, and those are one of the first episodes. But you know, those are creepier. There's some creepier than that. There's some more chill, I think. But it's always interesting to see how like they see the world, you know, because
Well, they like present a whole vision, right? That's the idea.
yeah,
So
they
what
don't
a fun thing to engage with.
they don't judge most of the time. That's a good word.
Yeah, they let you think about it instead of, here's our message. You are
Yeah,
supposed to think that this is bad.
yeah. I mean, they go all the way through the bad thing. So most of the time, you on your own saying that this is bad because you see the bad part, you know. But in the life you in the
Yeah,
episode you're watching,
that's kind of how it's supposed to work, right? Like with
I mean, I
media.
mean, yes and no, because you know something funny. They just released a new season like 1 month ago, and the first episode of this new season is about Netflix.
Ooh,
And
meta commentary.
base, yeah, basically, what happened in this series is that Netflix buys a supermassive quantum computer that can make ridiculous calculation. And what he can do is he can, on the data you send through your phone, recreate your life as a series, and
Oh.
everyone can watch it. And you basically follow the girl that was the beta tester of that. And one day, of course, a shitty day, she came back from work, launch the TV, go on Netflix, and search for what she can watch, and just say like there's her name and like John is horrible, terrible. I don't know what's the name, but like something like that. And she get confused because like the girls look exactly like her, the same dress, same hair,
Mhm.
kind of same face. So she started the series, and it's exactly her life, and you basically follow the way through that. This girl can't do anything because she accepted the terms. You know, when you create an account, you accept the terms.
Yeah.
You just can't do anything like that. Like you can't just say no and go through it. You have to accept it. And basically,
Well,
it's
if you
like
want to use the service, right? That's
yeah,
the
it's like 100 pages, and you never read them. And
yeah.
basically, what is written in there is that they can use whatever it's in your life. They can use it as like their property because you said yes. You agreed on that. So she can't do anything about that, and she just watch her life getting destroyed because now anything she can do is on the TV and it's like marked. So, and that's like kind of a surprise considering it's one of the biggest show of Netflix to like do that on Netflix. So
Yeah, interesting that they allowed them to use because they used the name, right? Like
no, it's not the
directly.
name. No, it's like Dreamberry, I think.
Oh, I thought they actually
But like,
legitimately said
but it's like
Netflix.
it's like it's the same to Doom. It's the same like how can I say transition scene and stuff. So you understand that it's Netflix, but
As
it's
it's
not the
supposed to be.
same name. Yeah, they exactly have
It's
the same
interesting because
sound and things
that's
like
a
that.
very different idea of data collection than what we
Yeah,
actually
no,
have.
this one is not realistic on the generating some like virtual images of your life. This is not really credible, but if you think about it, they can literally take your life away and use it without you like being able to do anything. That's kind of scary, but that's kind of true.
It's interesting because I don't know how that. I know it's not realistic, but that's where my brain goes immediately. It's like how that would that be interesting to just watch some rando's life forever? Like, surely we
I
watch fiction
mean,
because it's not real life, right?
I think there would be some usage of like how can I say, you know, people sometimes be obsessed with other people, and
So like a kind of
yeah,
gossip channel kind of
yeah,
fashion.
because if this really exists in your life, you basically can't be like a liar anymore, because the person who want to know just launched a series and know, you know,
Yeah,
so
it's just gonna be scrutinized immediately for
it's
that.
like yeah, that's like the end of any privacy kind of aspect of any life, because if you want to know something, you just launch something, you just launch the episode, and you know it pretty quickly.
It's kind of interesting to me because like in our normal life, the reason data collection is useful is primarily for statistics, right? So it's not
For
that somebody wants to watch you,
listen to
do
this.
some stuff. It's just you are interesting as an example of a person because then you have, you can calculate based on what you do and what other people do, averages, and kind of predict certain calculations, but nobody is interested in the particularity of you until you do something that demands attention from them. It's kind of like staying low profile. It's not that you would not be known about, is that nobody would actually bother to take your data out of the system. But then if you become higher profile, well, then all the data is there, you just need to pull it out. So you know what? it's
There is some creepier one, like there is one about some horror games, like video games, who's just crazy on considering what will be possible in the next years. Who's talking
VR
about
would
gaming?
be
No, it's not VR.
no.
Uh, it's basically happening in your brain.
It's like
You fell asleep and it's
a
in your brain.
AR. Oh, it's asleep, so it's kind of, well, it
Yeah,
is
it's
kind of
like
VR. It's just not VR goggles like we have. It's
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah. It's
full
VR,
immersion VR,
but
something
it's
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And there's like this. This is my favorite episode. So I'm not trying to spoil you if you one day you decide to watch it, because those are like some mini films, mini movies. This the episode is called Playtest, and it's basically an American who doesn't have any money, who was passionate about video games, and like his idol is launching a test, and he just see
Signs up.
yeah, he just signs up because he saw in the newspaper that they are searching for people to test it, and the rest is just not very great. But
He just dies instantly. Goodbye.
well,
The end.
you very
That'd
close.
probably be too nice. But that would be
you
probably too nice for him. He
you're
prob
very close to what really happened. Very close.
does he become like trapped in the game?
No, I'm not following you. You know,
Okay,
I
okay,
just, I
fine.
just one day you're gonna watch it. So
I
this is
might.
this is my favorite one, but it's not because like technologies or I mean, it's just because the like the tension all the way through the episode is crazy, and like the reveal at the end is just ain't no way this really happened like that. Ain't no way, bro.
No way, dude. You're shitting me. You've shit my pants. Grid of windows, something like that? Oh, that wrong layer. Watch out, I'm gonna rotate this by 90 degrees.
Oh, it hurt.
uh,
It hurt. Totally hurt.
I need to...
Quickly.
It's easy. Oh my lord. I am
Only,
clearly not warmed up to doing...
there's no one tonight. Not a single message. It's only me watching the stream.
We are alone. Been abandoned. These don't even look like squares. No, this needs to be redone. I want these to be square. Vaguely.
Like a ruler or something?
I mean, I could use a line tool, but I kind of like it being done without it.
Yeah.
So I'll just do a goofy
Understandable.
Set of lines and then correct it.
The guy who made Black Mirror made an interactive film.
Interactive film?
Yeah. At each end of the scene, you have multiple choices of what you can do. And this goes crazy. There's like, I think it's more like 50 ends, something like that. 50 different ends that you can get. Some are really special, some are just dumb. Some you kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's about
kill yourself now.
It's about a kid who's passionate about a book that's named Bandersnatch. Basically, the book is a horror book when you can decide whatever you do. It's like an interactive book, but
it's an interactive movie about an interactive book.
Yeah, because
very
at
meta.
the end of each scene, you can choose to go on this page or on this page, and
yeah, choose your own adventure kind of book. Yeah.
And the man is like at the start of coding games, and he's coding this game, Bandersnatch.
Oh, he's coding it.
Yeah, he's coding it. And the story is about him getting on the business of video games at the beginning of it, and everything around is just messed up. Like you have to kill your dad at some point and stuff like
that. What? My dad? I like my dad.
It's just fucking messed up, but it's pretty funny because it's like 1.5 hours to get at the end if you get the most common end. And you see some pretty crazy stuff, like you take some acids and you kill yourself from like the 15th floor.
you do what?
Yeah.
You take some acid and kill yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
that sounds like an autobiography.
This is funny because like you can choose to try to make the good decision or messed up everything at the start, and then it's funny, pretty good. It's
interactive, actually interactive.
Yeah,
actually allows you to be stupid if you want.
Like literally, you can like choose to at some point you get a random conversation with your dad that makes you angry, and you can either talk to dad or kill dad. Like just 5 minutes has been going, and you have the choice to kill your dad. 5 minutes.
I hate you, Dad.
The first time you watch it, you're like, I mean, damn, that's bad, bro. Come on, it's just
what the fuck's wrong with you?
Come on, killing it is no solution. Just
he's gonna respawn anyway. You know how video games work.
Yeah, for real.
Dad 2 comes out, immediately beats your ass with a belt.
Ooh, they look nice. I like this.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Basically.
Most of the bottom right corner will be highlighted, I suppose. Because of the next building. That's fine.
Most of what? Bottom right corner what?
Like where you are right now. Yeah, there's. If you show the other part of the factory, I think this is completely covered.
You are talking so quietly I can't understand every other word.
I don't want to put my mic too high because I have some. I don't know what
this is better. Just don't
Yep.
get too far away from it. You're good.
I'm far away because if I don't, you just say everything I do.
Stuff like that. You know,
No, like mouse, keyboard, and
the full ASMR Yeast experience. You know, you
well,
can't rob the fans like that.
it's not the first time for you, but maybe for someone.
The full ASMR experience. You know.
Toward, I'll need to take some time in August to make
You're
a video.
very quiet again.
Fucking hell! I'm gonna take my mic. So
That's better.
I'll say I'm gonna take some time in August to try and do my own CS:GO video.
Ooh.
So I have a bunch of clips right now.
If you have, you know, if you wanna
Yeah, I'll
get some
probably need
feedback
your
and
help.
stuff, just
I
hit me up.
probably need your help to start all this because I don't want to watch some 10-hour YouTube tutorials to get it. So probably just ask you for the first 1 minute of the video and then just go
Yeah.
on my
Do
own.
you have Resolve already installed?
Nothing installed.
Okay. Well, probably want to get DaVinci Resolve before that date. Otherwise, we're gonna spend a long time downloading it because it's like a couple gigs.
What?
DaVinci Resolve, it's called. It's a video editing program.
DaVinci?
It's
Why DaVinci
shockingly,
Resolve?
for some reason, they made it free, and I'm very grateful to them for it because it's a good program, and I can't believe it's free.
Is it? Oh yeah, free. Or you
Yep.
can buy it for €300, but you can get it for free.
Yeah, it's like a pro version, something like that. But
Is it studio or normal?
the one that's free, one of
They're all
them's not.
free. They're
Really?
both free. DaVinci Resolve Studio 18.5 or DaVinci Resolve 18.5.
I think it's the just the Resolve. I don't know what the studio
Oh,
version
Studio is because they put some AI tools in it.
is. Ooh.
I'm taking it.
I don't
Oh.
have that. I only have the
Why are
normal
you
Resolve.
asking me a bunch of information?
I guess they want to sign you up to a newsletter. I gave them my information, full disclosure.
Oh.
I was like, too
Can I
bad.
just okay.
I don't think there's any consequences to putting in literally just random
that's fine.
information.
I can just download it and not put my information in this.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, I put it them anyway, but I could have just download. I didn't say send anything. Just
Hello, I am Spaghetti Man 5000.
I made the channel especially for that.
Is it called Spaghetti Man 5000?
No, it's what I have on your stream right now. Saying
It
hello.
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 Should have been Spaghetti Man 5000.
You want me to create a channel that's called Spaghetti Man 5000?
No, that would be funny, but that's just littering essentially. So maybe not.
Maybe not because it's not my name. Also,
Nah, that's a
name.
bad reason.
You want me to be?
Yeah, you could become Spaghetti Man 5000.
This will be my name on the server right now.
Yeah.
So I'm Frog. I don't know why.
French is the reason. Why?
Yeah.
I think you even said it yourself.
Yeah, I said it myself. Spaghetti Man 5000.
Bag off. Okay. Spaghetti Man 5000. I just like somebody else to notice and ask. Say, hold on.
Spaghetti.
What possible reason could you have for being called Spaghetti Man 5000?
2T.
And then really,
5000.
there's just really one moron who's responsible for this.
Spaghetti Man 5000.
Spaghetti Man.
That's my name right now.
Awesome. I am glad I have contributed to character development.
Spaghetti. Okay, I'll spell
Spaghetti.
it right. And I have DaVinci Resolve.
There you go. So that's the video editing software.
But that's unzip version. You have to unzip it.
Of what version?
zip. You know,
Oh,
like
zip.
the
Yeah, you have to unzip it and then you have to install it.
compact it. Yep.
Yeah, it's big.
Whew.
Are you in fiber optic internet, gang, or not?
Not right now.
F.
Yep, I have it.
I've gotten pretty used to fiber. It's really nice.
This is a pretty decent connection, but I will have fiber next year, not this summer, just because
Nice.
parents' house. Are you? Okay.
Where's the layer? This is the vertical layer. Yeah, so the vertical layer probably needs some adjustments.
It's crazy that I never have
Whoops.
WinRAR.
Yeah, me neither. I've only used 7-zip.
Never had that. Just install it because I like cleaned my PC a little bit.
Or you uninstalled WinRAR or?
No, I got it. Never
Oh,
had it
why would you
before.
get WinRAR?
I don't know. It's cool to
For
sort
the meme?
Oh, the meme. Oh, it's good.
It's not like it's the only software that can do what it does.
I know. It's just the easiest one because you don't have everything to do. It's just like right click and it does everything for you.
Yeah, I like 7-zip because it does exactly that. And it
Yep.
is not annoying about being bought.
It's not annoying, is it?
I don't know, I've never used WinRAR, so
You have nothing to do, pretty much. Oh,
I only really am aware of WinRAR because, well, of all the memes about it being never purchased.
never purchased? Why purchased?
Well, it's like nobody ever buys WinRAR, it's just everybody dismisses because it's like, I think a famous example of software that is like you're supposed to pay for it, but there's no consequences to not paying for it, so people don't pay for it.
I mean, yeah.
I've,
I,
I, I
I, I
think
never
that's the
knew
story.
there was you need to pay for to get that. Because
Yeah, you're.
I just type win round Google and get it.
I think it's I think it's like after a certain amount of time, it starts asking you to buy a license,
Really? Not
something
sure.
like that.
I'm
I've
just
once again, I am only aware of this because of memes, so take it with
yeah,
a decently large grain of salt.
yeah, but you just like install it and reinstall it probably.
I mean, probably. I don't think most people even bother with that. They just dismiss the notification. That's it.
Oh yeah, I mean, didn't thought of it.
You're not quite an evil mastermind yet.
Da
Still got a long way to
Vinci.
go.
Oh, okay, I have it.
Did it resolve anything?
What? What's that?
What's what?
Control panels.
It's probably some. It's an ad for because they sell hardware as well, like compatible with the editor.
Da
I guess
Vinci Resolve. Yeah.
they're like.
Do I get everything? I'm gonna get
Yes,
everything.
you have to buy at least 5 pieces of hardware from them to actually work on it.
Do you
You really
mean?
need that 4K HD camera for your CS:GO video.
Yeah, I hope
Gotta
so.
make sure to get the clips from Nuke in the highest quality possible.
Cause like I bought them, so I'm just gonna. I need to change my PC next year. I think I'm gonna
Ooh.
ask him.
I'm gonna get a horrifying monster of a powerful PC, or
Probably. I'm just gonna upgrade mine. I think because I have some pretty decent thing, even if it's old. Just gonna like upgrade it, keeping the same box. you know.
wow, what a cheapskate! Look at this man
I mean, I
using
don't need.
the same box for 2 PCs.
I don't need much.
What are you, a poor person? I get
What?
it.
Uh,
I don't like spending money on bullshit randomly.
I mean, it's not that. It's just like, uh, mine is getting old, and I feel like There is a bunch of them that I couldn't play just because my PC was too bad. So
It's old enough for that to start becoming an issue.
yep.
Yeah.
I would have liked to play Hogwarts Legacy, but I've bought it, played for 1 hour, and I just couldn't move because of the lag.
I
So
tried holding W for 1 hour and I couldn't move.
no, I mean I could go through the tutorials, but it was a pain in the ass. So
What do you mean? The
couldn't
human
open the
eye can't
archive.
see beyond 5 FPS.
Yeah,
So I've been reliably informed.
I was on everything of the like video settings on the lowest one possible, but still lagging. So I just
Not enough.
got my money back
We
and
need to go lower.
then fuck the game. You know?
I'm not playing your garbage. Optimize it for my 20-year-old laptop. Come
It's
on.
not 20, it's like
I,
four,
I,
four and a
I,
half.
I am guessing.
I know. But like 4.5, it's pretty old in computer game.
It depends like what shelf of hardware you're buying, I suppose, because you can get older stuff that still can run
Yeah, I know. But I was
games.
like, this was a 1000 PC 5 years ago. So, not the same right now.
Doesn't sound too bad.
No, it's working. Pretty decent, but,
Yeah,
not
it's probably just not
fast.
not the latest crazy game with all the graphics stuff.
The heck is it doing up there? Hello?
Door stuck. Blaze, I beg you.
What is it? Why?
Why what?
I can't move the page.
Well, that is a skill issue, clearly.
I said to install it, but it's not installing. And now it's doing again. What the fuck?
Well, congratulations, welcome to the time loop. There's no escape, you just have to stay here forever.
Where am I? Oh. Oh. Oh.
What?
I shouldn't have talked. What are
What?
those? What are those?
What are those?
I don't know. Oh, they're not too heavy. That's fine.
What?
I have a bunch of folders. I don't know them. But they
Bunch of what?
like no worries. It's fine.
I. Okay. I'll be honest, I got slightly lost in that sentence. If it even could qualify as a sentence. Not sure. Might not. Oh lord, that's not good. Cancel that. I'm gonna move to the other side. And then probably just grab these two and move them to the side slightly. This does look somewhat correct, but in the wrong kind of way, if that makes any amount of sense, which I'm not even convinced it does. But you know what? After ages of doing this in a very slow way, I figured out a less slow way. There's some progress has been made in terms of thinking, perhaps. Don't know. It's my autism and I get to spend to waste extraordinary amounts of time on.
What are you talking about?
No, I've just... What?
I got consumed. PC just decided to restart for some
Oh.
reason.
Well, I'm just thinking about how I'm spending a huge amount of time just drawing a grid. But you know what? Too bad. I'm drawing a grid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Talking about that, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, there's a lot of elements in the grid. What can I
Most
say?
of what you're doing right now is going to be erased anyway.
Too bad. It's my autism and I get to choose what to waste huge amounts of time on. Just, yeah, you know, I just, do you know the link meme? Uh,
No?
I will try to find it.
Alright.
Okay. Now the,
There's literally no one tonight.
yeah,
There's like
we are quiet.
someone liked and then gone.
I get to choose. Okay, maybe it's gonna find if I. Is the oh my god. Okay, yeah. I think this might be the original. It's my sleepover and I get to choose the movie. And then you get the worst movie you can think of on there. Which, well, I can't really, like, honestly and seriously say that. Can't honestly and seriously say that Sherlock Gnomes is a bad movie, but. You know what? Have you watched Sherlock Gnomes?
I don't know what it says, so I'll say no.
What kind of moviegoer are you that you've not seen Sherlock Gnomes, the biggest hit of the last probably 5 decades?
I don't even know what you're talking about. So
It's a movie about Sherlock Holmes if he was a garden gnome. I am not kidding. It is an actual movie that exists.
it's my sleepover.
Yeah, you see? That's Sherlock Gnomes. That's what I'm asking about.
How's the review on that?
I don't know. I can imagine it's only the most glowing reviews for Sherlock Gnomes.
Review Sherlock Gnomes.
This is probably all way too dark and wrong.
How is it? Oh, that's decent.
Well, in
That's
terms
like
of look.
of like a pretty hard site in France. It was like basically most of the film get like a 3 or 4, and this is out of 5 out of 10.
Damn. Good job, Sherlock Gnomes.
That's Ben. Have you seen it? Have you saw the casting?
No. Is it like ridiculous?
What?
What is it about the casting, huh?
Look the casting of the voices. Just look. Stop what you're doing.
Hold
Look.
on. I'm coloring glass.
I know you don't watch any movies, but those are legends.
Okay, let's wait, really? What is that? James
It's
McAvoy, Emily Blunt, Johnny
it's
Depp.
it's Johnny Depp who's doing Sherlock Gnomes.
Unpronounceable name.
Yeah.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, but it's famous. It's famous also.
Maggie
Megan is
Smith.
famous.
Mary J. Blige.
Those
I
are
recognize one of these people.
one.
Johnny Depp, yeah.
What? You don't know any other one?
No.
Oh my god. It's crazy, Tord. You need to watch some movies.
Never.
Sure.
I refuse to watch any movie. Actually, I might watch Sherlock Gnomes for the meme. Actually, there's one filmmaker I do respect
Is
enough
it?
to actually watch all of his movies. That filmmaker is Neil Breen.
What? Who's that?
It's, well, if you ever would like to surprise your friends with knowledge of absolutely
Oh,
shitty
it is on
movies,
Prime.
he's a what? Neil Breen?
No, not Neil Breen. How do you
N
spell that?
E I L B R E E N.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Neil Breen, yeah.
Is
That
it's not
man.
Oh
makes
yeah,
absolute
films.
masterpieces.
This is uh
What?
what are, I'm confused, dude.
And you
There's
haven't
one
even
who's
watched a single movie.
there is one who's just released 2023.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Which one
What
was it
oh what
called?
is it? The greatest gift.
What's it called? What's it called?
Cade, the tortured crossing.
Shit, I gotta find Kate the Tortured Crossing. God
Look at the
damn.
grades. Look at the fucking
On
grades.
what? On IMDb?
On IMDb and two French site is like
IMDb
8.6
8.6 out
out
of
of
10.
10.
That's what I like to see.
Man,
Absolutely.
that's crazy.
I mean, it's Neil Breen.
Uh, yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta.
I want to see the trailer now. What's the trailer? Oh my god, this looks
Dude,
shitty.
it's awesome.
Oh my god,
I,
this is like a 5 years old made film.
that is the appeal, yes. It's
Oh
the
my.
appeal is I can't believe this man has actually made this seriously. I cannot believe you have done this. Cannot believe you have committed suicide. What? I have a couple of these movies if you'd like to watch them.
Look at the trailer. Look.
Hold on. Let me finish this part of the play.
The first image.
This is absolutely not up to scale, by the way. What was it? What was the movie called again?
Oh, that's the fucking first image of the film.
Play trailer. Wait, that's gonna play on the thing. I shouldn't do that.
Oh my god.
Probably. Yeah, that that looks quality. Yeah.
My god.
Neil Breen is probably the best director to ever use a green screen. This is great. Oh my god, this is great.
The fuck.
No, this is beyond great.
This is.
I need to watch this. I must watch this.
How is this? Have good grades.
Hold on, I've got to send this to.
Go to 3 minutes. Go to 3 minutes.
Wait, let me. 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Oh, these dudes, yeah. Certified Neil Breen action scene, yeah. Dude, I must watch this.
How can you watch this?
It's awesome.
Look at 4-5. Look, 4 minutes and 5 seconds.
No, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit! The budget went up since the last movie.
What the heck? But how? How can you find the money to make this shit?
What money?
There's people playing. Like,
I mean,
you need to pay them at some point. You kinda need
maybe.
it.
Maybe you can.
Oh my god.
I can't believe he made another one.
I
Wait,
can't believe we made one.
wait. It's again an identical twin brother? Another one of those? This is not the first movie where he has an identical twin brother.
How is he?
He's just really happy to play twin brothers, I suppose. In his own movies. God bless his soul, man. I hope he makes more. Like just a Neil Breen
No,
movie every year would be great.
no, never. Just die, please.
That's a bit rude.
I mean, come
Show
on.
some respect for the filmmaking talent of this century.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I only watch real movies like Neil
I'm not.
Breen.
I'm not saying real movies, but this is like
This is beyond a real movie.
this is I could make those in like
This is a cinematic
for
masterpiece.
for a school project.
No, I assure you, you could not just absolutely fuck the plot in the way Neil Breen does it. It is not quite easy. You can't possibly make something like it's not easy to make something that induces headaches quite as reliably as a Neil Breen movie. Takes talent, and I appreciate that talent.
Oh my god.
You know, everybody's watching these good movies, but you can be a hipster and watch the Neil Breen.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep going with the good movies.
You
Have you
know,
planned to go watch Oppenheimer to the film, like movie theater or something like that?
all I know about that movie is that people are making memes of it and Barbie together for some
Yeah.
reason.
Hitler? What do you mean Hitler?
What? Wait, what?
Have you said Hitler?
No, Oppenheimer and
Yeah.
then Barbie
Okay. Yeah.
together. What?
Yeah. I know. I
I'm
don't know because
confused.
it's really the same day. Yes.
Oh, they released the same day.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a clash of crowds at the theater.
It was 2 days ago, actually. So yeah.
Did it already release?
Yeah. I saw it. It's pretty good.
Barbie?
No, Oppenheimer.
Why would you not go see Barbie?
Cause fuck Barbie.
Damn. Hardline stances. This man is taking no shit from the Barbie crowd. But maybe. What if Neil Breen made Barbie?
Just imagine it. Like a Margot Robbie in a Neil Breen film.
I'd love it. It would be awesome to just see an actor just, you know, randomly popped into a Neil Breen movie just to see the reaction. It's like record the
Yeah.
first take and put that in the movie so we can just see the absolute bewilderment as Neil Breen, you know, I don't know, plays an identical twin brother and is Jesus at the same time. Because that's usually what he does in his movies. Also, never abusing green screen, but using it to great effect. If by great effect you mean you cannot tell what anything is happening. The last one of these we actually watched, like the whole movie, every scene was shot at night for some reason, and we think the reason, like the ongoing theory as to why everything was shot at night is that he couldn't gain access to the places during the day because they were busy. So he just, you know, rented them out for nights, and that's why the whole movie is just shot at night.
So what? Yeah, I mean, you could just not make it any movies at all.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
I don't know. I mean,
There's
you
no.
could do
That's not funny.
you can do something else. There's anything to do. Actually, I think you're done with the building. You have done too much to it.
What?
There's too much detailing.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, you missed the meta part, but
There's still plenty of detail to go. What?
Yeah, nothing because it's looking pretty great, but it's a lot of time.
Yeah, but this is still completely flat, and it looks like
Yeah.
rubber, not like metal. So,
Yep. To put those kind of plate border.
oops, I totally didn't think about this problem when I. Hold on. I totally didn't think about this interfering because I have the rims of the wood on the same layer as I do the darker like metal whatever. That's kind of a problem.
Be right back. Just a sec.
Good luck, good luck. Especially for toilet time. Now you're gonna get all the luck you can get with those issues. Has it kind of been a long time? He's right, it has. But is it really a long time if you're having fun? And that's something I'd like to present to you, ladies and gentlemen. Is it really wasting a lot of time if you've had fun while wasting the massive amount of time? And I propose to you that it is not. It is the greatest use of time you could possibly have and invent, is to use that time on completely irrelevant bullshit. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Yeah, now the problem is I think I actually need to separate this into a separate layer. So let me grab this. Can I expand that selection like this? I can. Select that, select that, select that. Now we Control X, Control V.
Hello.
Hello. I've
Separated the layer.
yeah. Probably should have started with that before, but now I'm thinking vertical lines, but I can't draw them. To like break this up a bit, but I'm kind of wondering how to place them. Like, should it be a grid? Or do I maybe not do a grid, but do it vertically? Like something like that, and then stagger these. Like on different heights, maybe. Something like that. I don't know. What do you think of these? Hello?
Yep. Yep.
What do you think of these lines? Like this,
yeah.
this line pattern, anyway. Okay.
They look good, but just like.
Just what? Hmm? Hmm?
Yeah, I think you like proper plate, even if you alternate the pattern and stuff. Like things looking like plate with small dots, something looking like metal.
What do you mean small dots?
You see things to fix the plate on the border of like the edge of it.
You mean like some
Like
bolts or?
yeah, bolts and screws or something like that.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. This like this.
Using the brusher for that?
What?
Is it the brush?
I did use the rougher brush. Maybe I shouldn't be using that.
I don't know.
I don't really think it matters all that much, to be honest.
Yep.
But I'll switch to the normal one. Actually, I wonder how much of this is covered by the thing.
I think a lot. I haven't said anything, but I think it's a lot. And just put the right part. Just put back the right part for a sec. Even if
What?
it's sketch, like the rest of the factory. I think you're
What
gonna be
is it?
surprised of how much you just spend time on something that's never
That's not the correct
shown.
sketch.
No, that's the egg.
This is the correct sketch. Right side is covered up a bit, but the most of it isn't.
Yeah.
And besides, like, I don't even think this looks that great. but
What
that's
do you mean?
alright.
What do you mean?
I think this factory looks meh, to be honest, so far. Like, this part is not very good.
I
So,
mean, this is not the main part. This is like really, really small part of it, and there is gonna be more steampunky looking than this, because this is like the
yeah, we'll cover it up with some overgrowth and
this is the metal part, and most of the like steampunk factory are made of bricks. So this is just like the annex. I don't know.
yeah,
Mm,
I get you. I get it. I'm picking up
yeah.
what you're throwing down. Okay. Now I'm very tempted to do these, but I'm just gonna quickly jot down the grid and not actually shade it. So just here and just, pretend there's a grid there. Very lazily done, but you know what? We'll take it.
Oh, yeah, looking good.
This is
It's
not
like
looking very good, I'll be honest.
that's like more suggested than really like detailed. So I think this is good, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
What? Oh yeah.
I need to move the pallets somewhere else because these are royally in the way. Okay, so that, pull it to the side. It doesn't stand out too hard from the front,
That's
so
looking
maybe
good.
it's not gonna be too bad when we add
Yeah.
the other things.
I think
And
it's looking good because if you put back this sketch of the factory, consider
I
that the rest is
shall,
gonna
yeah.
be consider that the rest is gonna be looking like some bricks and proper copper aged and stuff. Even if this is shiny bits and bobs, it's on the background. It's not very important.
I think I just don't like the like black dark texture. Honestly, I
Ah,
think that's the main problem with this.
uh,
If I, you know what, let's do an experiment. I'm gonna shift the hue of this a bunch towards like
ooh,
orange, orange
yeah.
brown, something like that. I'm thinking, but where is it? Up the saturation, drop the lightness. What if this was like dark brown? I think the dark brown is better than
The block. Yeah.
the,
Mhm.
because it wasn't like pure black, it was bluish black. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking this is actually a better. I think this, yep, this is an improvement.
Yeah, it fit the scene.
Yeah, it's because I'm using mostly warm colors, and this is like the exception. But this is probably also gonna have to change for the water tower.
What? Oh,
The
the top
top
one.
and
I think
bottom.
no, I think it's great.
I don't know. I wanna take a look at how it is gonna look if I change it, because I'm kind of it's not
Mm.
sitting right with me. So
Oh,
excuse me.
there's someone. Hello. Your style is so nice.
Hello.
Say thank you, George.
No. You won't tell me what to do. No, thank you though.
That's the first time, I guess, that I saw this name.
Yeah. Welcome to Alestrium, where we pretend to know what we are doing.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I know nothing about anything.
I don't even know my name.
I, d- I don't help. I have dementia. Yeah, no, this is better too. Like the brownish thingy. And then I probably... no, that's too dark, but I want to brighten it up a bit and get some
I think
contrast in there.
I think he answered my hello that I wrote in like ages ago. So the first message is hello. Hello, mate.
I don't think it... Does it load like earlier
Yeah,
messages if
yeah,
you do that?
yeah.
Okay, something like this I think is better
I'll
for this
probably just
color
say hello because it's polite, but
than the blue.
I prefer the scenario where it's just insert to me.
Imagine being polite. This meme was made by
That's
asshole
crazy.
gang.
Crazy. Nobody's like that.
Nobody would just be polite on the internet. Are you crazy? There we go. I think that's an improvement over the
Wait,
previous.
hold
Yeah,
on.
that's definitely in terms of
Oh
color
yeah, yep,
balance, that's better.
yeah. Agree.
All right. Continue with the factory.
Uh,
Press enter to continue, something like that.
wait, I'm gonna type continue.
Continue.
Continue in French.
Huh? What? No way. The French stole that from England.
Yeah.
Something needs to be done about this. Okay.
Need to kill
Well,
the English
where's
people.
the? Okay, this factory's been salvaged a bit, but
I think you can. I don't know, because if you do like the first, like the first row angle, this will kind of look like metallical kind of thing. It's not.
I'm thinking this hanger would be like, yeah, the wavy.
Yeah.
What is it? Metal something.
This is not very funny. You could try to build
This is not very funny.
either the chimney, because I think the chimney is a funny part. I don't know, or the part where it's a logo written.
Uh,
Because with the fan and stuff, this is more tricky. It's not just putting brown and and line. Yeah.
yeah, true.
I mean, if you have some time, because
I'm wondering if, yeah,
it's already 23, 21.
yeah, don't wanna start like something very big, but we could do like one more thing. I'm thinking maybe the chimneys, or we
Yeah.
could like establish some base colors, so like make a big blob for the parts of the factory and like
Oh yeah.
decide what colors they are gonna be
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
in general.
I think
So
the bricks like palette that you have gonna stay anyway.
I'm thinking on the bottom is gonna be like somewhere something in this vicinity with
Yeah.
lighter
The
and darker
anga
patches.
the anga is gonna look like that, but
That's not that's erasing. I don't want to erase. I want to something like this.
yeah.
Let me just actually
But
get the
I
blob more correct then.
I think the pipe picture that I sent you is gonna be a good reference for the pipes that's going around. Because I think if you want it to look steampunky, you need to have like the pipes in copper.
Yeah, well, this needs a lot of work to actually look like steampunk, I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so this is something like this, just in broad strokes. And then probably a second darker shade for the other ones. So, you know, every other is gonna be that's the roughly the idea of what that's gonna look like.
Yeah.
And the front's probably gonna have some wood, like on
Uh, yeah,
these,
those, yeah, probably.
something like that. Then you know this. What would the door be made out of? Would it be metal? Would it be like wooden?
Probably soft metal, like the same as the rest. You see,
Soft metal.
like it's like a thin plate for angle like that.
Huh? How? What color would that be? I'm thinking.
I
How do
think
you show?
you close to the right color,
Well,
but
the
it could be aged, so you could have some fun and texture something.
yeah, not doing textures right now, but you know,
I don't know.
so
Well,
I think this is enough for now. There's like some other color there, and you know, it's just a plan anyway. So I'm thinking that then the hold on. A chat message. Crazy.
oh,
Weird question. I really want to draw, but I feel very discouraged. Do you ever feel like this? Any advice on how to get to drawing well on a kind of a block? Well, there's there's some stuff I could say about that. One thing is there's definitely times in which you are gonna be blocked, as in your brain is just not gonna want to do any kind of creative stuff. There's some things you can do to break it kind of earlier than usual, because the default is, you can wait it out, but you can help your brain in certain ways. And surprisingly, a lot of things around, like not necessarily related to actual creative work, but doing stuff around it. So, how often, when's the last time we've been on a walk? When's the last time you've kind of relaxed and done something nice just for yourself, just to, have some time off? Like all of that kind of general wellness translates to creativity. And a big factor is definitely, I've noticed it in myself, it's if you spend a long time watching some others people's creation. Essentially, if you like go for a long time on YouTube, you watch I don't know, you watch a movie like for a long time, or you play some video games and engage with other stuff, it can often feel like you've kind of don't have the energy to create yourself after that. So it's nice to get your brain, just literally sit around and do nothing for a while and let your brain kind of run around thinking about stuff. And then it's likely you are gonna get some kind of inspiration to do something. And then, then often you can kind of force something through by trial and error if you're not really feeling like it's gonna happen. And you can practice drawing while you don't necessarily feel like it also. It's like, even if it looks bad, even if it feels not very good to do, it's like, wow, this is really not flying off my pen right now. It could be nice to sit down and still think about, maybe try and focus more rationally or more with your brain on what you are doing. Think closer to like, oh, I'm doing this because that. In this other thing I've done, this is because of that. That's why this looks good. And that lets you kind of get more consistent at actually making good stuff, regardless of whether you are feeling like it or not. Like, I definitely have these moments. It's like, and I see it in the quality of what I do. So like the better, there are times where I draw something like this graffiti and tower texture, and then there's this factor in the background right here. It's like, a direct example of just a dichotomy in quality, if you ask me. But, it's easy to say don't get discouraged, but really just, first of all, no time pressure. Unless you want, even if you want to do this as a job, just, calm down, realize it's like, okay, I'm going at my own pace, it's fine. I don't have to catch up to anyone. I don't have to, I don't have to do this as fast as possible. I don't have a tight schedule on top of me. I can take the time to just, randomly waste half an hour on drawing a grid of lines in a pixelated fashion that's gonna go in the background and doesn't even look good. It's like, it's okay to use your time like this, If you feel like you've wasted a bunch of time, try and, think about what you can learn from that experience. So like, maybe I shouldn't draw details to this degree this early. Maybe I should go for more broad strokes and then only flesh it out later. Stuff like that. And if you think about a couple things like that, you can learn from your experience. It's much easier to kind of get over feeling like you've wasted time, or you've made maybe used it not in the most smart fashion possible. That's I guess a bunch of random thoughts about having a block and generally making stuff. I could probably organize this into something nicer, a nicer format than a stream of consciousness at some point, maybe. But anyway, were we doing this thing? Half pipe, but upside down. Anyway, hello, are you there still? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
there. I wouldn't interrupt it because it was a good speech, but I think since you started, there's only me on the stream.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah,
Not a big problem.
that was a good speech though.
Well, you never know. I mean, it
Yeah,
would be weird if like you post a message like that in the chat and you just
I think it's what happened.
gone.
Not want to judge, but I think it's what happened.
It's alright. I might be organizing these thoughts into something like coherent at some point. Because I feel that there's a lot of stuff I just wish somebody told me when I was starting.
Yeah.
And I just feel like would be a neat idea to have it in a form that I can actually hand out to people. It's like, look, here's my thoughts about this. I know you didn't care and didn't ask, but you know.
Yeah. I know
I've
you
kind
never asked. It's a good sentence.
people never ask. This is true.
Yeah, most of the time.
Well, to be fair, you kind of often you even sometimes you don't even know like how or what to ask about. So there's a whole like you only get better at actually knowing what to ask and when, and like what's important and what is not. Only after you've done a bunch of stuff yourself. It's like you can't
Yeah.
really skip it.
Yep.
It's like that with basically like anything you do. Basically, it's like that. Anyway, what's this color gonna be? The part with the fans and stuff.
What are you talking about?
I'm thinking of the part
Oh,
this
this. I think
hole hole.
the first wall where there's the fan and the pipe is gonna be a brick wall. The logo thing is gonna be probably a metal plate, but aged.
Yeah.
And
So this would be brick, right? That's
yeah,
the idea.
and the thing going out of the building probably will be metal and wood also.
This is like the baseline of this is brick.
That's a big brick.
Yeah. Well, too bad. It's gonna be
What are you doing? Oh, metal.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like good looking if you go for a metal plate aged in some way.
Yeah, just weather it down with some poopy color variation and such.
Yeah, yeah.
Poopy is probably
No,
not
I
the
think
word
I
to
think
use.
I think we can come with an actual logo at the end of it. That will be a cool details.
That's gonna go well because it could be like aged paint on the metal.
Yeah.
So like the
Yep.
metal itself is slightly
Yep.
falling apart and rusted, and then the logo is also painted on, but it's also
Yeah.
rusting by now.
As
Uh,
we go on the small details, this could be a good one.
these fans would probably have some kind of like bright reflective grating.
Yeah.
Maybe not reflective. Maybe only part of it should be reflective. So it should be like some frame. So like get these, and then only part of it is reflective. So like most of it is like covered in these. It's like dust and such, and then only
Yeah.
parts of it are shining through, like still.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then
I'll
in the
be great.
background, you could have a darker.
Take ages to do the bricks.
I might find out, like, I don't know, make a brick brush or something like that to make the
Yes.
process a bit easier. Because at some point, I have to consider that, if people are gonna stick with me, it seems kind of disrespectful to make them watch me make like bricks for 12 hours.
No.
That would make a funny YouTube video, though. I drew bricks for 12 hours. Here are the results. So
Yeah.
and just show each brick one by one. It's like this brick happened at 30 minutes in. You can really see my dwindling sanity at brick
You make
5380.
a brick review.
Brick
This is
review.
my favorite one by far.
Next brick.
Moving on to next brick.
Oh, you see
What
the person typing in the chat before? They were actually there.
She there?
You've been
Thank you so much for answering my question. Don't
yeah.
worry. I think you explained
Yeah.
yourself very well and gave
You
me
know
some
what?
solid advice and encouragement. Again,
If you do end up making something, one more thing is like do put it out there in some form. In at the very least have an archive of your own stuff, so then you can later look at it and see. First of all, see the long way you've come from the original skill level you had, but also to later be able to compare like what you've done and kind of infer from it like why exactly do I feel like this has improved. And that helps you, improve further if you notice what has actually gotten better, what makes your stuff look better. It's nice to have an archive to compare against, as opposed to, oh, my stuff is not good enough, I'm not saving this, and then you end up with, nothing to compare against later, and it's like you can't see the growth you've had. Okay. Anyway, bricks. Yeah, bricks. So this side of the building is gonna be like darker, right? That's the idea. Fill it in with this. Oh yeah, awesome. No, yeah, that's totally what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go. It's like, yeah?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, hello.
Can
Can you?
Probably can. Oh, no.
Can you?
Yep, I can.
Can you what?
I was thinking about something that I could change my ringing sound when someone called me. 'Cause I have something funny, but it's kind of old, and it's
that's
I
Nokia
think
espionage, by the way.
far as you don't watch movies, you were not watching any like cartoon or something when you were a kid because you were them.
Barely.
So I suppose you don't know Phineas and Ferb.
I am aware of it. That's about it.
That's probably one of the greatest show ever. And basically, wait, I'm going to find it to you.
Okay, dark roof on this maybe, because that just makes for a nice hodgepodge of random garbage.
Petty the Platypus intro song.
This also brick? Question mark, or maybe not brick. Could be like painted on something. It's like, no, a lot of it would be like gray with patches of brick, and that would make it, first of all, that would make it that I have to draw less bricks, which is always a nice nice thing to have, but also it could make it a bit more visually interesting than just, a bunch of bricks on a wall. So, just have some brickage. So yeah, something like this. Just have some bricks on the parts of where the paint has fallen off, essentially, and then a similar plate, like plate metal.
This is exactly it.
Yeah,
I was searching the video. The first one is the main one in English for you to understand the meaning of the song, and the second one is what I have on the ringing bell. Like exactly this.
Okay, I'm not gonna play it because it's gonna play on stream, but I'll play it later and provide my opinion.
It's in French, but the vibe is crazy.
Where did this fly come from? I swear I thought I killed all of them. God damn it.
Anyway?
You need to die, buddy.
You're not streaming anymore, are you?
No, I am. I should be. Anyway.
I don't see it. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, don't accuse me of such things as ending the stream without telling anybody. I would say like, oh, I'm gonna shut down the stream, but I'm not saying that because it's not time yet. Time is, I don't know, time somewhere. Then I had a thought when I started talking. Please?
I was enjoying the music.
Please pretend I had a thought in my brain when I opened my mouth. That's what I was saying.
You don't name Cohen such a okay.
The what?
Like the next building. You're doing the first sketches of the
I'm
entire
just,
house?
yeah, I just want to figure out what colors these are gonna be so I don't end up, having to redo something because it doesn't fit with something else.
You're gonna do some bright orange on the pipe, just remember it's gonna be copper.
Yeah, uh, good point. Let's do that. I'm just using the colors from the palette. I mean, like, since I've made the palette already, might as well use it,
Yeah.
for just quick color selection. But yeah, these should probably be copper pipes. Could have some glass on some of them as well.
Can I die? No, I can't.
Perhaps something like that. And then, the brown.
Do you think I can put it in the pool? You don't put it in the pool.
Hmm.
You remember the Rudolph Drain?
Yes.
That
Yes,
I
I
think I
do.
think I think the oh lord, it's gonna be my
Oh,
new ringing.
Lord.
It's gonna be my new ringing phone.
Actually, I have my phone like permanently on Do Not Disturb, but when it does play,
Yeah,
I have the yeah,
same, but
I have the CS:GO main menu soundtrack as vroom, dong, dong.
it's just pretty much the same. But when I have my headphone, or I'm in my car or something like that, it's actually ringing and it's so great.
Your car, like you didn't
I
steal it.
yeah
Lol.
that yeah, I hope so. Wait, I mean yeah.
I hope you
Uh,
didn't buy a car. Come on, you wouldn't download a car.
what do you mean?
These ads, like anti-piracy ads or whatever. You recall those? Like you wouldn't download a car.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, I fucking would.
If
Kidding me?
it was possible, of course,
If you could
but
download a car for free, I'm downloading that stuff.
you just can't. It's too bad.
Yeah, it's just not very possible. It's almost like piracy and stealing are two different things.
I like the color that you're getting on
It's a
this
bit
fucking thing.
too subtle, but I like the shade.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
bit
good.
a bit in this
I'm liking
direction.
it.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is starting to like actually look decent, even at this level of detail. Like this.
Yeah. And this is a bunch of detail left. I'll say.
I mean, oftentimes what I do is like I draw something like this and I just leave it at that, just to because at a small enough scale it becomes it your brain fills in the blanks, but
No,
not
that's not
exactly
what.
what I'm going for in this case. So
That's not what we want.
yeah, that's not what we want in this case. No. Uh,
The pipe's always gonna be hard. Like the last part on top of it is gonna be hard to imagine. I suppose you can
uh,
still use the boxes.
copper pipes, something like that. This once again, that's ugly as hell, so I'll redo it. No, it's something like in this general direction.
Yeah. You kind of need to put structure.
I will. I'm just doing the pipes first. You're doing great. Continue. Please continue. Yes. Something like that.
I need to find a new ringing song. Because I
Uh,
can't change my when you receive a message on my side,
yeah.
you can't change this on Samsung, but you can change the ringing. So.
Well, I've changed my sound of notifications like that to the bruh sound effect, but I rarely get to hear it. But it's always funny when I do.
I can't
Bruh
do.
is still funny. Fight me, IRL.
You can't do this.
Can't do. Who's to say I can't have bruh as my sound effect?
Cause I can't on
Oh, you
like the
can't change
ringing.
it on Samsung, like
Yeah, on
actually.
like the ringing thing, you can add whatever it's in your your phone. For
You
the
can't do it with that.
yeah, you
Thanks,
can't do it for.
Samsung. Very cool.
You can't do it for notification for some reason. I don't know why, but
It's because Samsung hates you.
yeah, probably.
We hate our customers. No, you will not customize the ringing sound. Are you crazy? We can't allow this.
Because wait, I don't know if you can hear it. Probably can't because I have low sound. Yeah.
Beep beep beep.
You see
Something
that?
like I had beep beep beep. That's what I had.
You
Vaguely.
recognize that?
No.
Okay, I think people recognize that. That's from a cartoon. It's totally spies.
Well, I am
Anyway, it's
not going to
it's
recognize anything, probably,
no
knowing my
no
track
no.
record of
And I need to have the oh lord.
consistently. You need what?
To have the LeBron James hat.
Oh lord.
I don't know. Oh lord.
Maybe I should. You know what the problem is? On my phone, my settings app crashes when I try to set the ringtone, so I couldn't change it from. But
It's
if I
so black
could,
that I can't change notification. 'Cause
if I could, I was thinking about, pardon.
you bastard.
That'd be funny. I just like that sound a lot. What can I say?
I don't know.
You've made like the perfect surprise sound effect. Like the genuine shock plus the mic clipping is just perfect.
You know, I have a lot of those if I really search on it.
I have a
Like,
lot of clipping my mic. That's actually
no,
all I do.
I'm like me screaming in some form.
Pardon?
And I have a bunch of clip where I've played with French people when I started the game, so I probably have a lot of pardon.
Pardon? It's like 7 in 1. Something like that.
Probably have
7,
ranges.
actually 7 in 1 is high damage.
Yeah,
Really
7 and
is.
1 is pretty high damage for me.
Well, like,
Considering I shot hair. You just I'm playing with his airsoft gun.
everybody else is playing chess
Yeah,
and I'm
you know,
playing goddamn what?
it's like the same on every fucking game. When I play Rocket League, I have a fucking paper car, and everything is made of metal. Um, Fucking same issue on every game.
Every goddamn time. Okay. I'm thinking this is gonna look alright, actually. I think this is gonna look better than expected,
Cool.
maybe, even.
At the end of the stream, I'm gonna found clip that I need to show you in the an editor I want to make, but I don't know if I'll be skilled enough to make it.
Okay. I think I'll be finishing it off pretty soon, because it is 1:50, so probably a good moment to do it.
Yeah.
But what do you think of this stuff?
Going on
Of the
Discord.
colors?
I really like it. This is
Yeah, I'm
cooking.
thinking this is pretty good, and this is
Yeah.
the background is probably gonna have to be changed.
I don't know. I like it
That
like
thing.
that. Because
There's
this is
something
not.
about it that just doesn't sit right with me, and I don't
You
know what it is.
see right now, there's no detail at all, and so you only watch the part that is detailed. But when everything is gonna look like this, you're gonna just not see it anymore.
Maybe,
I think when
maybe
you
I'm
will
just
be done,
paranoid.
when you will be done with the factory, we just will not be like this was this will be an invisible basically because it's just a background
I
in
probably
front of
will.
everything.
I
This is
just
shocking because this is just like some blank, like flat thing, and this is really detailed, but
yeah,
it's gonna change. It's
I'm
gonna change.
following. Okay, let's export a time lapse. I always want to export the image as well while the time lapse is exporting, but you can't actually do those two things at the same time. And I think the only reason is the export time lapse window is set to model, and it wouldn't have to be. So like, there's no reason this window should block me from doing anything else on the entire application, but it just does. Bloom.
What is my base? I have a clip named my best clip. What
I
is
hope
it?
it's just nothing happens and then you like fart
Oh
into
no,
the microphone.
that's the gem shot no scope collat through smoke
Oh,
blind.
oh my god.
That's kind of my best
Disgusting.
clip. It is, yeah.
Okay, let's plame, plame. Yes,
Oh yeah,
wording. Very
this
good.
one kill movie almost. I think I can make a really good editing on this one.
Okay, there you go. The yellow time lapse is in for you. Let me just switch to it on
Oh,
OBS. It's yellow. Why is it yellow? I don't know. It's not yellow on my screen, but
oh, it's aggressive.
Discord just makes it yellow.
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know.
Anyway, let's play this. Let's see what happens. There's the. It's gonna be an excruciatingly long time of me just filling in
Yeah,
the tiny grate.
the
it, it is beginning. Yeah, so far so good. And then the disaster happens.
yeah. Basically, nothing happened for 5 seconds, maybe more. Oh,
Well,
a
that's
lot
just the
more.
beginning. That
A
was just
lot
round one, but are
more.
you ready for round two? Okay, we are out of it now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good that you put it everything now. Maybe like every first flat
Yeah, it
thing now.
was. I should have started with this probably for this like whole area. Just, you know.
No, because the water thing just got you going.
Yeah, well, that. But for the rest, like the building in the back, probably also. I'm probably
I
gonna be
really,
continuing like this for the next things as
yeah,
well. So I'm
probably.
gonna kind of like give it a bunch of colors,
I
and
mean,
then
the first row, like the bottom of a picture, will be more of like instant detailed thing, as the building on the right will be more like this, I suppose. I don't know if you get me.
which buildings on the right?
Like the bottom left building, the shop and stuff.
Yeah,
You can't really do flat surfaces and then go to the details because there's just details.
yeah, that's kind
As
of true.
as 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 the big building on the top right will be more of a long process of going each detail after each detail. So you probably will need some kind of big blocks to start. See what I mean? Probably
Yeah.
not.
No, no, I got you. I'm just doing two things at once, which is not very good. Right. Let's end Lestrium in
Yeah.
that case. So, if you've made it to the end of the stream for some unknown reason, congratulations. You earn a gold star. Uh, good
Use it
night.
wisely.
Yet use it wisely. Don't spend it all at once, which is gonna be difficult because stars are famously hard to split.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah. So anyway, enjoy your new star. Good night. Goodbye. I'm off.